It's so boring to sit down. And also the grass is wet anyway.
Yeah, we can just stand up.
Yeah, let's just sit back and stand up.
Yeah. You know what, guys?
What?
Us sitting down on this grass. It actually reminds me of a story in the Bible.
Tell us the story of the Bible.
Yeah.
What's the story?
It was a feeding of the 5,000.
feeding
Remember
of
when
the
Jesus told them to
5,000.
make the people sit down and there was grass everywhere? Just like the way we're sitting on the grass.
And they obeyed him.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me show you from my Bible, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get it now.
So,
After these things, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. Then a great multitude followed him, because they saw his signs, which he performed on those who were diseased. And Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. Now the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was near. Then Jesus lifted up his eyes, and seeing a great multitude coming toward him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread, that these may eat?" But this he said to test him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may have a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, "There is a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish. But what are they among so many?" Then Jesus said, "Make the people sit down." Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down, in number about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those sitting down, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. So when they were filled, he said to his disciples, "Gather up the fragments that remain, so that nothing is lost." Therefore they gathered them up, and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which were left over by those who had eaten. Then those men, when they had seen the sign that Jesus did, said, "This is truly the prophet who is to come into the world."
Wow! That's a
very powerful story.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
very full scripture.
Yeah. Now, I understand that you really don't want to be sitting down right now, and that's quite boring. But let's thank God that we can actually sit down. So let's pray, and you can join us too.
Just repeat after me. Dear God,
Dear God,
thank you
you
that I can sit down.
that I can sit down.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. And remember, there's always a reason to thank God. There's always a reason to thank God. There's always a reason to thank God. And we'll have somebody bless us. Aaron, do you want to bless us?
Yeah.
Go on.
The Lord God bless you.
Amen.
The Lord God keep you.
Amen.
The Lord of face shine upon you.
Amen.
And be gracious unto you.
Amen.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. In Jesus' precious name we are prayed.
Amen.